These sold within 10 minutes of me listing these, so maybe somebody out there knows more about vintage Levi jeans than I do. Today is Tuesday, October 12th, and we have 3 eBay orders going out today. First order we have going out is 2 of these tree and shrub. They're by Miracle Grow. Picked these up on RA. I'm into each of them for $4 each, so cost of goods is $8. These sold for $44.90, and they are going free shipping. Now on shipping, originally I was planning on selling just a quantity of 1 and using either a padded flat rate envelope, as it would easily fit, or a regular flat rate envelope. But as you know, the prices on all of USPS has gone up. So I tried to force 2 of them into this bag and barely fitting. So what I did is I looked up shipping options. Priority was going to cost me about $10 to ship. If I were to go into a padded flat rate envelope, it was going to cost me $8.49. But then I looked at right here, regional A box is only going to cost me $8.34, which is actually cheaper than the padded envelope. So that's what I ended up doing. So this is a good case. Why use regional boxes? I don't use them very often, but as a reseller, you should always keep them on hand just in case. Next item going out happens to be this Smithsonian book of comics. I picked this up at my local thrift store. I'm into this for, I think they charged me 50 cents for this. I seen it. I looked at comps. Comps didn't look all that great on it, but I was all like, I couldn't leave this at the thrift store. Not for 50 cents. So this sold for $13.45, and the buyer is paying $4.45 in shipping. Next item going out happens to be a retail arbitrage item. It's these HDMI cable, premium certified, black web. Paid $1.50 on clearance at my local Walmart. This sold for $7.79, and it is going free shipping. This is another example of a bad buy. Today is Wednesday, October 13th, and we have 5 orders going out today. First thing going out is another one of these Realtree shirts. This is a size large black. Buyer paid $15.16, and it is going free shipping. Next thing going out is 2 of these preferred stock men's cologne. Paid $6.25 each for these, so cost of goods, that's $12.50. These sold for $62.90, and they are going free shipping. Next thing going out happens to be this Monster Illumination Sound to Light LEDs. Picked these up on Walmart clearance. Paid $2.47. This sold for $21.55, and it is going free shipping. This is wide enough, easily 4-ounce rate. Next item going out, another RA item, happens to be 3 of these Hot Shot No Pest strips. Picked these up on Walmart clearance. I'm into them for $1.49 each. So cost of goods is $4.50. These sold for $28.67. And the buyer is paying shipping. These are actually shipping to Portugal, and the buyer is paying $24.50 in shipping. Okay, so while I was packing, got everything all packed up, and had another order come in, so I figured I'd go ahead and do this and get this on today's. So this buyer bought 3 of the Realtree shirts, the Lapis Blue, the Deep Sea Coral Orange, and the black. Buyers all into all 3 shirts for $43.98. This is going free shipping. Now, not sure what 3 shirts weigh. This might be over a pound. and it's 1.43. So what I will probably do with these is go ahead and put these in a flat rate envelope. Today is Thursday, October 14th, and we have 12 eBay orders going out today. This is probably one of my best midweek sales day that I've had since I've been selling on eBay. So let's jump in and show you what sold. First item that sold is another one of these Realtree fishing shirts, size medium. This sold for $14.66, free shipping. Next item going out, would have never even thought to even look this stuff up if it wasn't for Kevin, Commonwealth Picker. He always talks about these vintage jack-o'-lantern plastic molds. This happens to be General Foam Plastics in the United States. Has number 3 on it. Picked this up at my local thrift store for 50 cents. This sold for $8.66, and the buyer is paying $5.95 in shipping. This next item going out happens to be, I'm part of a Facebook group called Debt Pile Destruction. And so yesterday, went through my debt pile, and for my goal for yesterday was to pull all my jeans and get those listed. So I was able to do that. These pair right here, 501s, waist 30, length 30, does have the tag on it, so list them new with tag. I did see some people selling these as vintage. I couldn't validate that these were vintage or not, so I just listed them as regular. These sold within 10 minutes of me listing these, so maybe somebody out there knows more about vintage Levi jeans than I do. This sold for $37.95, and the buyer is paying $9.30 in shipping. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I picked these up at my local thrift store where jeans I only pay $1 for, so cost of goods into this is only $1. Next item going out is an RA item, not a big item, probably something I should have left behind, but it's this US Diver Anti-Fog PC lens solution. Can't remember what I paid for this, but I probably only paid $0.25, maybe 50 cents at most. This sold for $10.40, and it is going free shipping. Next item going out, another RA item. I had picked up about 10 boxes of these. Happens to be these Kit Kat key lime pie. I bought 8 of them together, just keep it to go out first class. Cost of goods into each of these is 55 cents, so $2.70. These sold for $16.49, and they are going free shipping. This next item I actually sold before, but the buyer returned it, said he no longer needed the item, which is fine. So I relisted it, and they sold again. It's these 2 HP cartridges. Cost of goods into these is probably about $2. These sold for $22.58. Buyer paid $4.75 in shipping. This next item going out, I happened to sell one yesterday where I wasn't quite sure of the price. It was either $1, $1.50. Well, this one sold today. Happens to be this black web HDMI cable. Paid $1 for it. Still, not one of the best buys. This is probably something I should have left behind. This sold for $7.53, and it is going free shipping. This next item happens to be a pretty good item. I picked it up at a garage sale. I paid $5 for it. Happens to be this Techniques cassette player. It's a RS-915. This sold for $69.56, and the buyer is paying $33.62 in shipping. Now with these, I do the same thing like what I do with VCRs, where I'll include blank VHS tapes. So in this one here, I also included 3 of these blank, brand new sealed cassette tapes. Seems to help the item stand out more than some of your competition. This next item going out, I picked it up at my local thrift store. I'm into it for $5. Happens to be this vintage poly perk. Does have everything included. I put the cable inside there. So into this for $5. Buyer paid $19.97, and they are paying $9.30 in shipping. Next item going out happens to be another Realtree shirt. If you remember correctly, I picked up well over 100 of these, and these things have been selling pretty good. I'm already well into the profit, and I still have well over 100 shirts. Another thing, if you remember correctly, I talked about it showing the deep coral orange. Well, that is the default photo, and not sure why when you pulled up the sold comp, it's showing the default photo. It does the same thing on the phone app, but when you pull it up in the items ready for shipping, it does indicate the correct colors. So in this case here, this is the black one, extra large. This next item happens to be an item I picked up at my local thrift store. It's this Hello Dolly Louis Armstrong. Picked this up for $1. This sold for $12.14, and the buyer is paying $3.85 in shipping. Now the way I ship these out is I actually have these boxes specifically for LPs. I had actually went on Kevin's channel where he's got affiliate links to these. I probably need to get some of those affiliate links. Anyway, so I picked these up, and it makes it really easy when shipping out albums. All you got to do is fold it over and tape it up, and it keeps it nice and stiff. Last sale going up for the day happened to be a buyer bought quantity of 2 of them. He bought 2 of these Realtree fishing shirts, size large, Della Roba blue, and deep sea coral orange. These sold for $29.32, and they are going free shipping. 2 shirts, I can still get it to go out first class. Once I get up to 3 shirts, then it pushes it over the 1 pound, and I end up shipping them out in a flat rate envelope. Today is Friday, October 15th, and we have 8 eBay orders going out today. First order we got going out is 2 more of these Realtree shirts. This buyer bought 2 of them of the Lapis Blue 2XL. These sold for $29.32, and they are going free shipping. Next item, another Realtree shirt. This one, they bought the Deep Sea Coral Orange. Again, size 2XL. This sold for $14.66. Next item going out happens to be an RA item. It happens to be this slim portable battery, brand new. Into this for $1. This sold for $8.40, and the buyer is paying $5.25 in shipping. Next thing, another RA item, happens to be 2 of these invisible shield. Basically, they're for the iPhone screen protectors. I lotted 2 of these together. Cost of goods is 75 cents on each of these, so $1.50. These sold for $11.27. Some more of the Realtree shirts. These happen to be size XL. This buyer bought quantity of 2. He bought 1 of the Deep Sea Coral Orange and the Della Roby Blue. And the buyer paid $29.32. Next item, more of the Realtree shirts. This buyer bought a quantity of 4 shirts. Happens to be the Lapis Blue, all size large. Buyer paid $57.28. Last item going out happens to be these Levi's 517 33 by 30s. These were one of the things that was in my debt pile, and I went through and listed all my jeans. This is the second set that sold out of those jeans. Cost of goods into these, I only pay $1 at my local thrift store. Buyer paid $26.31, and they're paying $9.30 in shipping. Today is Monday, October 18th, and we have 12 eBay orders going out today. First thing we have going out is this toy CD player. I picked this up at a garage sale a couple weeks back. I'm into this for $2. Buyer paid $22.06, and they are paying $8.35 in shipping. Next item going out happens to be another one of these Halloween pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns. It is general foam plastic. Never would have thought these things would actually sell for the amount that they do if I hadn't watched Kevin, Commonwealth Picker. I'm into this for 50 cents at my local thrift store. Buyer paid $8.46, and they are paying $6 in shipping. This next item happens to be another thrift store item. My thrift store, they only charged me 50 cents on hats. So I picked this one up. It's an O'Reilly's NHRA Mid-South National. Does date back to 2006. Looked up comps on this and I couldn't believe it. This sold for $26.95, and the buyer is paying $5.30 in shipping. This next item happens to be another thrift store item. It's this ceramic candle warmer skirt. I'm into this for $1. Buyer paid $19.97, and it is going free shipping. This next item going out happens to be a pretty good item. I actually picked this up on high bid for only $2. Happens to be a Panasonic cassette stereo system. It's a little bit too big for me to try to hold, so I'll go ahead and show you on the camera. This is it right here. This is going to take a little bit of time to pack up, but I don't mind shipping big, heavy things like this. This actually sold for $104.36, and the buyer is paying $46.34 in shipping. Okay, this next item, I'm going to go through all of these real quickly. They happen to be more of the shirts. Sold one of the orange, size XL. Buyer paid $14.66, free ship. Next order, buyer bought two of the size medium, black, $29.32, free ship. This item, I actually noticed I pulled the wrong color. I pulled the light blue and not the darker blue. So I had to go back and change it out. This buyer paid $14.66 and it is going free ship, size 2XL. Last shirt order, buyer bought orange, size large, $14.66, free ship. This next item happens to be something I picked up on high bid probably close to a year ago. I had a bunch of these license plates for different drivers. This happens to be 88, you can't see. Dale Garrett. This sold for $13.91 and the buyer is paying $5.25 in shipping. This next item happens to be an RA item. It's this electronic wipes. Paid $1.50 each for these at my local thrift store. I had lotted two of them together. This buyer bought a lot of three of them. This buyer paid $36.24 and they are going free shipping. This I believe I can still get to go out first class. This last item happens to be another RA item. Probably something I probably should have left behind, but this actually made it worth it on this sale. That's why it's always good to go ahead and put quantity discounts, so that way it entices the buyer to go ahead and buy multiple of the item. This buyer actually bought three of these Black Web slim portable batteries. I believe I'm into these for $1.50, maybe $2. I can't quite remember. It's been a while. These sold for $25.20 and they are going free shipping. Now with these, because they are lithium batteries, you need to ship these out ground. So those are the orders we have going out today to go ahead and close out the weekend sales. I hope some of this information was beneficial to you, so when you're out there sourcing for items, it gives you an idea of what's actually selling right now. So if you like this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, helps the channel. If you want to catch more of my videos, go ahead and subscribe down below and hit the bell notification. You'll be notified the next time I do a video. Until next time, keep picking. Is another one of these rank. And the black. How many orders do we have going out? So let's jump in and get these. And next item going out, I wear jeans. I only pay 10 cents. Oh, dang it. This next item, three shirts, I can still get it to go out first class. Buyer paid $57. Last. Size L. Oops.